A lot of you probably know me for my books. What you might not know me for are my snakes. My mom and I have a snake breeding business called Ahava Masada. We breed, at the moment, Western hognose snakes and scaleless corn snakes. Today, I have Yara with me. She's a ball python. But my goal right now is to surprise my mom by making Christmas-themed name tags for all of our snakes. There are 27 of them, so let's get right into it. We have 4 different size tanks we're doing. I'm gonna start with the babies and work my way across the room. I'll give you a tour in a little bit. But for now, we have 6 babies that need name tags. Out of those 6 babies, 5 are ours and have names. One of the babies is still for sale, but we want to still include him in this, so his name is going to go as 1SD. That is our system name. It stands for he was the first baby to hatch. His mother's name was Cedra, and his father's name was Dakar. Or is, not was. You get the point. We have a little system here. Most of them are ours. So Yara is... I'm going to put her away and we're going to start focusing. This is an example of the tanks that we have our little babies in. Now, when I say babies, I mean some of these guys weigh 3 grams. They weigh less than a nickel. They are babies. So this is what they're staying in, nice and safe. And this is the front of it right here with this little ledge that sticks out. Because they have such a decently long ledge here, I'm gonna have their little signs hang off. I have an example here. We're doing something like this, their name in this little bar with a wreath going around it. 6 babies, let's get right into it. So as you know, the rack size is pretty teeny for these. So I just did small little wreaths for them so they wouldn't be covering everything and make it difficult to care for them. Most of the little guys on this rack, they're very little. They are approximately 6 months or under. The babies that we hatched, Fox, Dreidel, Aura, and 1SD, they were all hatched in August. Apricity and Tikva are a little older than that. Tikva was actually probably born in the spring, I believe, so she's a little more than 6 months, but she was a picky eater. She is eating well now, though, so she is starting to get a little bigger, which is great news. And Apricity is actually almost ready for a tank upgrade, so she's going to have her small wreath for this Christmas, but next Christmas, she will most definitely be moved up. We have a bit of an unfortunate update, a doubly unfortunate update. So number 1, these are the small ones, and I'm really happy with how they turned out, but that took way longer than anticipated. So we're going to need to try to find a way to get this moving faster. Number 2, apparently these aren't washable markers, and I have a formal dinner tomorrow night, but I'm sure between now and tomorrow night I can figure out something to get it off. So let's move on to the next rack. Now, these are our big racks. So these ones, I'm going to make them about this size. We have 4 there. We have Yara, who you already met, and we have 3 Mexican black king snakes. So let's get those guys done, and then we're going to move on to the medium rack, which has the most snakes. Now, I know this is a surprise for my mom, but I can never remember if Yara has an H at the end of her name or not. So I did have to text her just to double check I was spelling it correctly, and I just said I was doing it for reasons. So she does not know what's happening. She doesn't know. It's still going to be a surprise, but I did have to cheat a little bit with her. The other guys, I know how to spell them all. Masada, Crusoe, Sabina. Sabina is pronounced with an A, even though it ends with an E. We are making progress. I feel like I'm a little faster now, although it did take me 20 minutes to do 4, but it's okay. We're making progress. Next rack is our medium-sized rack, and while their tanks are smaller than the ones that are in the extra large racks, the front of it is still shaped about the same size, if that makes any sense. So they're going to end up being about the same size for their tags, and we have 8 of them to do. Now this one, I want to take a quick little moment to talk about some of the names because a lot of them are named after my books or characters in my books. You already may have noticed that Apricity from the baby rack, she is named after a character in Unbound. Harlem is named after the villain in Unbound. We have Beldestine is named after my book, Beldestine. Sophie is named after one of the characters, Sophie. And Atreus is named after one of General Roween's jaguars in The Kidnapped Queen. Then, of course, we have Sabah, Lil Sliv, Blue, and Nichelle. So let's get going with that medium-sized rack. And then we have all the way at the end 1 more full rack to do. And then we have 3 guys who are in their own little areas, so they will also be included because we don't want anyone feeling left out. Don't tell my mom I said this,
but I feel like the snakes on this middle rack are the most, quotes around them, interesting, just because some of these ones are our more expensive ones. Some of them have fun little personalities. Lil Sliv, I love him. He is so shy, but he's so cute. He's one of my favorites. I'm partial to Atreus, so I try not to pick favorites, but I definitely do. Although Fox over on the baby rack, I love Fox. I could talk about Fox forever. He is a sweet little baby boy, only 3 grams. I'm going to show you him later. I promise. I'm not going to keep him all to myself. But that's my rant about some of the cool guys in this rack.
I was hoping to have all of these done by noon. It's noon now, and I still have 9 left. But the middle rack is ready to go. I now have the big rack, and then I have the 3 other guys who are outside. So I'm just going to get those done, and when you see me next, we're going to be cutting these out, and we're going to be looking at snakes, because I can't have a snake-themed video without showing you guys some of them. We're going to start with our babies. I have Fox's label, and I have Fox right here. So Fox is our smallest little guy. Let me see if I can get him up right here. Say hi, Foxy. Fox is only 3 grams, and he is very special to us because 1, he's adorable, but 2, he hatched out of the nastiest, mold-covered, just disgusting egg. It was so nasty that we almost threw it out. We thought he didn't make it and the egg was going bad, but just in case, we kept him, and look what came out, a cute little baby. So Fox, we're gonna put you back right here, and we're gonna get you set up with some Christmas decorations. So let me see if I can put this right here. It's gonna be his first Christmas. Actually, I'm pretty sure everybody on this shelf is gonna be their first Christmas because they're all babies. So put them here, and we're just gonna tape them up, and we're gonna move on to the next rack afterwards. Let me see. There we go. How's that? I think it looks good. Tikva might be another one you guys like to see. She is a scaleless corn snake. So if you look very closely, you can see her skin is very smooth. She does have scales on her tummy, but no scales on her back. So she's pretty cool. She is also a baby. That's why she's small. I'll show you guys one of our bigger corn snakes who's also scaleless in a little bit, but for now we're gonna slide you back in here, say bye, and she has her decoration. This is our little nameless one, so 1SD. He is available if you are in the market for a male Western hognose snake, an albino. He is het for the snow gene, so he is red. Some of his siblings are black. Let me pull one out. Here we got Dreidel. Come here, maybe. All right, so see these 2 guys here? We have an albino one and we have an axanthic. So they're red and they're black. We put these together and they can hatch a little fox, one of the whitish pink ones. So if you are interested in that, this little baby is available, and he is gonna have a Christmas decoration too. So he is loved and taken care of and very wiggly. So I'm gonna put these guys back. I know the lighting's not the best here, but it's time to get the bigs ready. So this is Yara, who you met earlier, and then I'll show you some of the kings. Say hello to Masada. I think she's gonna come out. This is one of our Mexican black king snakes. She's actually our first, so she's kind of blurry on the camera. Hi. You coming to say hi? Do you like your decoration? It's very fancy. So she's a very friendly girl. So she is, as I said, a Mexican black king snake. And down here we have Sabina and we have Crusoe. Hello there. I'm moving on to the middle rack, and I have some questions about what activities Beldestine's been partaking in. And I have a suspicion that it involves spilling her water bowl. Hi. Did you by chance spill your water bowl? Yeah, that towel looks really wet, so let's fix that for you. Oh, I can literally feel the humidity in here. Let's get that fixed and let's get your decoration up. That looks a lot better. She's chilling here, and there is a sassy guy in here. Atreus, do you have anything to say for yourself? Who was hissing at me the whole time I was helping your sister? Hi. Are you gonna act all sweet now? You're gonna act like you weren't hissing? You're a cutie? Okay, not gonna lie, Atreus is, in my opinion, one of the cuter guys, our cutest. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, you know what, I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna leave you alone now, nothing to see here. Oh, hi. Hi again. I'm trying to do the other ones and I just hear continual hissing. I know. I am so rude. I took time out of my day, and I made a decoration for you. I know. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. You're loved. I don't know what else to tell you, man. So I'm trying to decorate for your neighbor now. If you'll excuse me. You're awfully cute though. As promised, here's an example of an adult corn snake. Now again, we have some of this humidity, so I'm gonna wipe that up for her. But for now, let's look at Bara. She is a scaleless corn snake like Tikva, but a little bit bigger. So she's in our adult rack. I think she's checking out the camera, seeing what's going on. I'm gonna clean your tank. I'm gonna get some decorations up for you, and then we're almost done. I want to thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out, meeting all of our snakes. If you want a more in-depth meet and greet with everybody, all of their names, what everybody is, how old they are, any facts about them, let me know. I'd love to share. As you can see, we have quite a few of these guys hanging around. So let me know if you want to learn more. For now, thank you for watching, and whatever time it is, morning, evening, or night, have a great day.